It is a beautiful night here from Colerain High School on Colerain Stadium as the 3-3 Firebirds look to take on the 1-5 Colerain Cardinals. That is not something we've heard in a very long time. I am Nico Stolk, of course. Alongside me is Dexter Rees, our color commentary for his second time in his career. Dexter, like I said, Colerain just got their first win in over 1,000 days. If you're the Firebirds, how are you looking to respond to that and get momentum back quick?
Nikos, you kind of got to fight against the momentum. Colerain hasn't really experienced momentum a lot these last couple years, but they finally have some. And talking about the keys to getting a big win here tonight, you got to establish Kenyon in the O-line. Kenyon's been struggling, only had 35 yards last week against Middletown, which that's a very good run defense, but 35 yards on around 2 yards per carry, that's not great. Also just got to reduce the penalties, Nikos. Those have been a glaring issue throughout these first couple weeks of the season. And finally, win big. I mean, set the tone, get some momentum going into this last stretch of the season, get some big wins before we go ahead and play East here in about a month.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're looking at a Colerain team who probably has the most momentum that this team has had in probably since about 2022. Like I said, over 1,000 days since their last win, 27 straight losses until they won just last week versus Sycamore, and it's their homecoming game, so they have a lot riding for them tonight. And on the other side, Lakota West, 3 losses this year. That's already more than they've had in years. So a lot of different types of momentum for both sides of the ball. But I think it's really going to come down to, like you said, how West can respond and get up big and get up quick. But before we go ahead and see this one in just about 3.5 minutes, we'll go ahead and look around the GMC. A lot of good matchups so far tonight. We'll start it off with Oak Hills Sycamore. Sycamore, of course, being the team who could not take care of business versus Colerain last week, taking an L there. They're completely defeated this year. And then, of course, Oak Hills with that good defense.
Absolutely, Nikos, and I think that Oak Hills defense is what's going to shine. They have an amazing run defense. They really stack the box, and Sycamore's already been struggling mightily this season with the run game, so I think Oak Hills is going to win that one big.
Yeah, I see Oak Hills taking care of business pretty quickly. When you look at Hamilton, Princeton, that's another one pretty easy to decide, with Princeton being probably the best team in the GMC and Hamilton being towards the bottom. We took care of business against Hamilton. I think Princeton does the same.
Absolutely, Nikos. I mean, Princeton's just one of the best teams in the conference, even in the state. They are just pretty unbelievable. They have a great run game, amazing defense, and I think that they'll take that one without much of an issue.
Yeah, I've got Princeton as well. Then one of the big ones of the week, Dexter, East versus Middletown. These are 2 of the top teams in the GMC, 2-3 right now. We beat Middletown last week, but that game could have gone very differently. West just with less than 100 yards. That's one that if West doesn't get those big special teams plays, of course, Kofi knocking down a 56-yarder, very impressive from him, as well as a couple other special teams plays and turnovers, the big Colin Ogletree pick 6. That could go the other way. So I personally have East winning this one. Despite everything I just said, I think East bounces back and continues on their impressive season.
And that's the first one we disagree on tonight, Nikos. I'm taking Middletown all the way.
I think that's the first time we've disagreed all season long.
I think so. I think a couple of weeks ago we were on the same page, but that Middletown defense is so good, and Ryder Hooks and Niall Knutson are great players, but I'm taking Middletown in that one.
Yeah, I think that multifaceted offense will be able to get the job done. I think it's going to be a thriller. I think both teams are going to have a offensive night, despite how good that Middletown defense is. But only time will tell. We'll see both very talented teams. And then Mason, Fairfield. Again, 2 teams pretty solid. Fairfield got the upset versus West. I got Mason this week. I think D'Angelo Birch has a good one.
I'm going to agree with you there, Nikos. D'Angelo Birch, I mean, he is so great running out of that backfield. Just an amazing weapon for the Comets. And I think that they're going to take down Fairfield.
And then the last one of the night, the big one for us, West versus Colerain. I think we're both going to easily say West, of course, being hometown favorites as well as probably the overall favorites. I've got West winning. I think they get this one early in the first quarter, and I think this one ends pretty quickly.
And agree with you there, Nikos. I mean, there is some talent on this Colerain team. You look at Roman Gar at quarterback. You got receivers like Trey Smith and Deshaun Flagg, who are both back deep to receive the kickoff from Adubafor right now. We'll see if Kofi even gives him a chance to run it back. He doesn't very much.
Last time we called the game, I said that I would bet my house that Adubafor kicks it through the back. I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this one.
Don't do that this time.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you have no house to bet. So.
Yeah. Well, hey, double or nothing. But there it does go.
You would have just gotten 2 houses, Nico.
I could have. Why did you? You discouraged me next year. But now we see the Roman Gar-led offense. He has been on quite a roll.
Absolutely, Nikos. I'm over 1,000 yards, second in the GMC, 7 touchdowns. Very good showing last week in their win against Sycamore, in which they were up big pretty early in the game, and then Sycamore came on a raging comeback. So he's a very talented player, very talented basketball player as well. So we'll see what he can do against this vaunted West pass defense. West only allowing 46 pass yards per game, number 1 in the GMC, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but it wouldn't be crazy to say that's number 1 in the state or very close to number 1.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how this goes. One of the best quarterbacks in the GMC versus the best passing defense, as there'll be a quick throw out to the outside. Nice grab by Amir Blair, but he's got nowhere to go.
Amir Blair.
It's a great tackle there, putting his face in the fan, just getting into the backfield, taking a quick, easy pass for Gar. Not a bad idea. Try and get some space for his running back out of the backfield. But
2nd and 12.
Those easy completions are going to be how Colerain can potentially move the ball.
It was a nice catch, but did end up losing yards on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 12 as Gar steps up in the pocket, rolling out, pressure coming, gets away from it, gets it out nearly in time, and it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete for the Cardinals, intended for Trey Smith.
DJ Edwards out there on the pressure.
DJ's had a great season, Nikos. Despite the talent that he has playing next to him on that second level of defense, Cam Thomas, DJ has really shown this season.
Yeah, one of the most loaded defenses I've seen in a while from the Firebirds, at least from that linebacking perspective. And, of course, the corner is really good as well. And you don't want to count out that D-line led by Riley Newman, Jordan Narvez, Lawson Rums, and those guys down low are very talented as well. We'll see Gar sets up. No man in the backfield. He'll step up. Pressure coming. Gets out of it. Good looks. Gets it out and nearly dropped, but it's caught. And I think that's going to be a fumble going the other way. It was a nice catch by Aaron Jacobs. And I think it was recovered by the Cardinals.
That's Robbie Bauer, the senior O-lineman. That could have been a disaster for Colerain early. Still not great. Got a punt here, 4th and long, but field position like that for West to start the game is not what you want if you're the Cardinals.
And you saw that concentration lost from Aaron Jacobs. Should have been a pretty solid gain, but just the original tip kind of messed up his focus, and it's done from there. So it'll be Trey Smith to punt this one away for the Cardinals, and of course Chris Bradley back to return. High one, nearly tipped. Bradley will take this one, and he's got room to run. Cutting up field to the 30, and he'll get pushed out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, and we'll see Jackson Smith take over on offense.
All right, here we go, Nikos. This is going to be very telling. First drive of the game for the offense. It's kind of been struggling this season. Got to see if they can get that run game going. When they played Hamilton, Kenyon got most of the yards that he has this season.
On the 26 for the Firebirds.
So, as you can see here, 470 total yards, and about 25% of those came in that Hamilton game. 7 touchdowns, but those 3.5 yards per carry are what's standing out. Got to get that up.
We both talked about this being a big Norman game, hoping to get the run game established early. You're going to need it in a game like this where you're likely going to be trying to run down the clock. But for now, it'll stand at 10-13. 1st and 10 for Smith. Snap taken. The give to Norman immediately, and they'll try to push forward, but Colerain is there.
West ball carrier number 3, Kenyon Norman.
Not what we were looking for to start. Got a couple yards. Looks like about 1 or 2 yards. And the official ruling will be 2nd and 9. So
here on 2nd down, do you look to
Second
try
and
it
9
again,
on the
or
25.
maybe try to get a pass going to get them to let up on the run defense?
I think to start here, try and run. You know, you're already well into field goal position. Try and get that run game established.
Pretty much everywhere is field goal position.
Pretty
for
much.
this team.
Last week, almost a 60-yarder. Would have been good from 60 and further.
So we'll see what they decide on 2nd and 9, and that one's going to be a full start.
Penalty flags down.
I think that was either the center or the
False
right
start,
guard.
Firebirds.
I think it was that right guard. Outside, kind of jumped a little. So that'll make things about 5 yards harder.
2nd down and 14.
I think that was Sean Simmons, captain. Not what you want to see out of your team captain, false start, but just looked like he was getting a little bit of a lean forward and couldn't catch himself.
And that's something else you mentioned. I got to limit those penalties. And you might have a delay of game here. They got to get this one snapped with 3 seconds left. They'll get it off in time.
And
it'll be I think it was a timeout from Bolden.
Firebirds.
Coach Bolden did not want to lose another 5 on that one.
So
ladies and gentlemen,
Bolden calls the tee. We'll see what he draws up in his 7th revenge game against Colerain. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So a couple issues. Snapping the ball leads to a Bolden timeout, and now the offense should have time to adjust. They'll start with 4 wide. Smith gets a call. Play clock at 15. Norman switches to that left side. They'll motion Bradley across. Snap for Smith. Quick screen to Brogdon. Nice blocking from Bradley. Brogdon fights forward. That's a good gain close to that 1st down line.
good physicality from Brogdon there, running through a tackle that should have been about a 3 or 4 yard gain, and he instead made it about 12.
Cardinals, number 6,
and that's what we really want to see. We need to see someone step up in the absence of Tyson Davis, who still all the way at the top of the GMC in receiving stats, top 5 in pretty much everything. He was great for the Firebirds and then unfortunately went down with an injury.
Yeah, he is still top 5 in most categories despite only playing 4 games. He has been a huge loss on this offense. So give it to Norman on 3rd down. He's got room to run, 1st down and more. And he'll push that one inside the 10.
1st and goal for the Firebirds. That's what we want to see. Got to see if he can run it in here. Only 7 on the year, which doesn't sound too bad, but when you think about the West running game in years past, there are running backs that have had 12, 13 rushing touchdowns at this point in the season.
Yeah, it's just been kind of a struggle to get the run game going. A lot of new pieces on that offensive line, and then Norman taking over that starting role from former running back Braden Johnson, who is committed to baseball. So on 1st and goal, it'll be another gift to Norman, and that one, he's got the outside, and he's got the edge, and he's got a touchdown. West starts off on top. 6-0 is your score.
Untouched into that touchdown, Nikos. I mean, just got the edge, and no one on Colerain's fast enough to catch him.
And a beautiful shot of Kenyon Norman looking strong offensively. We kind of talked about it earlier, just 6 rushing yards versus Middletown last week. He's already got that and miles more afterwards.
On for the extra point for the Firebirds, number 17.
A Dubufor out there to boot it through the uprights.
Puts it up, and he is good. Kofi Dubufor puts that one through. He'll stay, I believe, perfect from extra points. 17 of 17, just like his number. 7-0 is your score when we come back here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. Punter and return man Trey Smith back deep to receive from Kofi Dubufor after the Kenya Norman handoff touchdown. Put West on top first. 7:40 to go in the first quarter. West looking strong already as that one will fly into the back of the end zone and
touchback.
Cone into that Colerain band.
Trey Smith kind of doing everything. He's wide receiver 1, receptions-wise, has gotten the most looks out of any receiver. Punter, return man, kind of a Swiss Army knife.
Kind of been that Chris Bradley-esque player for Colerain, kind of just doing it on all sides of the ball. Been a big part of this team and their success. So now we'll see what he can do here on offense. You see him matched up there against Kamani Smith on the outside. I'll start on the left, hash marks. Motion. He looks to go down, and Gar cannot escape the Firebirds as they fly into him and into the ground.
That'll be Elijah Hodge getting in there for the sack. Backed up by a couple of his teammates there on the D-line. He's been really great this season for the Firebirds. Yeah, really, the whole D-line has been pretty solid.
He's really stepped up on that D-line after losing some pieces last year. A lot of defensive just stallmates on the team kind of disappeared last season. But they've done a great job of stepping up and filling the holes.
Yeah. Defensively, West, I mean, you hear this at the college level. West on defense, they don't rebuild, they reload. I mean, they just always have really talented players ready to fill the gaps.
So on 2nd and 16 for Colerain after the big sack from Eli Hodges. The direct snap to Smith and a handoff up the middle. West, good defense. You see a direct snap to Trey Smith, and they won't even give Gar a chance.
He handed it off to Amir Blair. Looked like a triple option there. Shades of Tom Bolden when he was here running that option offense, but saw a guy running alongside Smith off that read option, read the DN, and then has an option to pitch. And that might be a way to, get some yards if West isn't expecting that triple option.
It worked pretty solid there. If it weren't for the sack, it'd be decent field position. But on 2nd and 12, Gar steps up in the pocket, again facing pressure, directing the offense, gets it out, caught by, that was Tariq Evans there, but it shouldn't be enough, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Now, I think if you're Colerain, you go for it here. I mean, 4th and relatively short, and, I mean, you want to move the ball downfield, but looks like they won't listen to me.
Number 27 is 4th and 3.
Yes, coaches know a little more than us up in the booth, but nevertheless, it'll be Trey Smith to boot this one to Bradley for the 2nd time already. So West almost blocked that one on the last kick. We'll see if they get close again. Smith does get it off. It's a low flyer, a dribbler to Bradley. Bradley will take it. And again, he's got room to run and on that right outside line before he is brought down from behind.
Chris Bradley on the return.
Good return from Chris Bradley.
Finally hauled down there by Fernando Rowland, the senior linebacker. He's had a lot of room on these returns so far. Maybe he'll break one later in the game.
Yeah, the Cardinals have had to deal so much with the attack from this Firebirds blitz off that outside. They haven't really had a chance to get down the field in time. So we'll see Jackson Smith for the 2nd time this game. He'll set up in the shotgun. Norman to his right. He'll take the snap, looking. Pressure coming, gets it out. Nice throw over the middle and a nice catch. Over the top, Mello Jordan. Athletic play.
That is a great catch, and he's hyped up about that one. Went up, high-pointed the ball, and a great throw by Smith, too, finding the soft spot in the coverage.
Yeah, really, really good chemistry-building play from Smith. He believed in his teammate, got it up to him. Mello did not disappoint. Coming up for the grab. They'll go no huddle here. And it looked like I thought a flag came out. Some motion on that line.
Call offsides or encroachment.
It will be on Colerain. So good call to jump to the line. Kind of got Colerain a little jumpy. It'll be 1st and 5 now. On 1st and 5, play clock ticks under 15. Smith will give some communication to his line. Bunch formation for Smith. Snap. Looking, off play action. Gets it outside, and again he's got Jordan in the end zone, and they'll call it touchdown. Mello Jordan, back-to-back plays, and it'll end in a touchdown. Number 2 for the Firebirds.
I mean, that play looked kind of broken to me. Right on the goal line, just threw it out there for Jordan, and Jordan caught it right on that goal line. Got tackled as he caught it and maintained possession.
We'll call that one the Mello Jordan drive. Kind of did a little bit of everything there. Went up high, went down low, but in the end it resulted in a touchdown.
That'll be Mello's first touchdown of the season.
I believe his first on varsity.
He's a very talented player, very good athlete. Going to be expecting more of that throughout the rest of this season and next year, too. He's only a junior.
We talk about it all the time, the Coach Bolden next man up mentality. It shows in right here. 14-0 is your score here from Cardinal Stadium when we return with just 4:32 to go in the first quarter here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So after Smith's first passing touchdown of the game tonight, it'll be 14-0 Firebird up top. And a kick from Dubafore, a deep one.
Out the back of the end zone.
Close to that field goal marker.
It'll be 1st and 10, Colerain on the
Colleges see that and they start salivating, Nikos.
Flag flies. I think there might have been some words after the play. I'm not sure quite from who.
See if this is offsetting or if they call someone out specific. Saw plenty of those offsetting unsportsmanlikes against Princeton earlier this season. That was a chippy
I don't even
game.
want to talk about that one, Dexter. It was a rough night to be a Firebird fan and a lot of penalties, like you said. I think this one's going to go against Colerain as it's moving back.
It looks like they'll be starting their drive from the 10-yard line, so 90 yards to go. It's not what you're looking for if you're a Cardinal fan.
Especially after back-to-back 3-and-outs. Not going to really want more of that. But it'll be 1st and 10 nevertheless. Looking for some kind of response. First and 10 for Roman Gar. Set up in shotgun. Take the snap. It'll be a give up the seams to Davis. Or I think that was actually Amir Blair there.
Carrier for Colerain, number 16, Amir Blair.
Cam Thomas and Judah Blair. The Blair on Blair violence there.
Yeah, I talked to Cam Thomas before the game in math class. Said he's looking for 2.5 sacks tonight. That's the goal. We'll see if he's able to hit that mark here tonight. Now 2nd and 10 after the no gain from Blair, thanks to Judah Blair. See some motion on the line. Play action. Good defense. Good pressure.
That was Zion Starr getting in the backfield. defensive back blitz.
He has had quite the ride here to where he is now. Had some tough injuries he's had to deal with, and now he's looking real good on that outside.
Absolutely. The West DBs have just been outstanding this year. Best pass defense in the GMC, allowing less than 50 pass yards per game. They haven't really played a team that likes to air it out yet, but Colerain likes to throw it around. East likes to throw it around. So we'll see through this latter half of the season if that West pass defense can keep up its great stats.
It's impressive to lose the Mason brothers and get better. Gar barely gets it off, tipped in the air, nearly intercepted.
That
was Riley Newman.
Yeah, and then Jaden Cook almost snagging that one out the air, but nevertheless, 4th and 10, another 3 and out for the Colerain Cardinals.
Newman utilizing that height. He stands at 6'7", and he just reaches up, bats the ball out of the air, but pressure came on that play too. And this Colerain O-line's got to step it up if they want to get the ball moving downfield.
Yeah, that frame is huge. And barely gets it off again. This one, a high flyer. Bradley will call for the fair catch at about the 45. And West again will start in Colerain territory. So 14-0 now. And this is when you imagine you look for maybe get the run game going.
Colerain's premier wedding and special events venue.
Absolutely, Nico. Saw the pass game a lot that last drive. Nearly had a safety or touchdown on that one. DJ Edwards was just about a couple inches away from blocking that field goal. Or not field goal, excuse me, punt.
And you can tell special teams coordinators are telling them, this is the game to try to get a punt. You already punt block. You already have one this year. I'll try to get another. Smith will get a call from coaching, and he'll change it up. 3 wide. Norman directly behind him. Colerain brings 3. Norman, nice run up the middle. Breaking tackles. Still going, fighting for more. First down and a few more for Kenyon Norman.
Love to see that. Just cutting up the defense. O-line handles the first level, and then Kenyon does the rest. That's what you want to see. First down, West hurries up to the line of scrimmage.
You're seeing the run game starting to get established early. We'll see if it continues.
Firebirds have been liking the hard count.
Colerain coaching on the sideline, telling him this is not a 1-week thing. We got to stay locked in, not just against Sycamores. Kenyon Norman has room to run, and oh no, he cannot stay on his feet. He had only green grass and a touchdown in front of him. Could not keep his feet alive, but still a good gain.
Colerain turf, I guess, plays for the team.
1st and 10 West.
Got Norman on that play.
Tried to cut up to his right side, had so much green space. That's one they're going to be laughing at in film. 1st and 10 again. They've been running up to the line and then getting the play from the coaches so far. We'll see if they continue it. Play clock ticks under 10 for Smith in the offense.
Don't be surprised to see a blitz here.
Yeah, definitely. They show blitz, and they do. All-out blitz. Good call, Dexter. To the end zone, looking for Jordan. He was not quite there. It might have been a miscommunication.
It looked like one, Nikos. Jackson kind of went for that back shoulder, but receiver broke more upfield than out. West, like I said, has been using that hard count. That's how I knew that they were going to blitz on that play. Saw the linebacker, number 11, Zay Sims, kind of jump forward on that that fake count. So Firebirds have been using it to know what Colerain's doing defensively and who's going to be coming.
And I think they're going to have to use that timeout to get back in it, because I think coaching saw exactly what you saw, Dexter. So we'll take a quick 30-second break and be back in just a moment for the final 2:18 of this first quarter here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So after the timeout, there was an injury timeout. A player on the Colerain side, no jersey on, so we're not quite sure who, kind of just went down, and he seems to be good now, but it's a little scary and just an explanation for the delay. But after that debacle, it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Firebirds. Another gift to Norman. That time, Colerain is all over it. That one brought down by Fernando Rowland. Strong linebacker. Big play.
Absolutely. Came off the edge and caught Norman from behind. Haven't seen a lot of that from the Colerain defense so far, so.
So now on 3rd and 9, West kind of in a pickle here on what to do. We'll look for probably a throw from Smith. Colerain shows blitz off the line.
Still seeing that hard count.
It's a chess match down there. Really is. So motion, Lumpkins. Snap. Looking, good hold. Fires over the middle, it's Kyle. Brockton can't hold on, and he knows it. Gonna have to have a short memory after that one.
A little bit of a high pass, but Jade knows he probably should have had that one. He was wide open, so a little bit of error from both sides there. Better throw from Jackson, and that is a touchdown with no issue.
Yeah, and Smith, with as good of a passer as he is, and we've seen him all year be a very, very solid passer, his strength is definitely in that deep ball, not so much the short play, screens, and slants. He's kind of struggled in that department. But it'll be a do-before field goal, up and good. Basically a chip shot for him.
Field goal is good.
And the clock ticks that much closer. 17-0 is your score when we return. Still the first quarter. Firebirds looking hot here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So you return after the do-before field goal. And now Colerain again looking to just get something rolling offensively. And that will again be unreturnable for the Cardinals.
So Colerain still looking to get it going offensively. A little bit of a harsh change from last week when they were moving the ball with ease against Sycamore, but Sycamore defense and West defense, pretty different leagues.
It's hard to go from what's one of, if not the worst, passing defenses in the GMC to the definite best passing defense in the GMC. West, with all the struggles they've kind of had this year, the passing defense has just been extraordinary. I mean, they have locked up pretty much everywhere on the field. No fly zone for the Firebirds. Gar takes it himself up the middle, has room, and a nice call from him. Ends in a gain of about 4 or 5. And Andrew Fryer wants to say he's got the ball, but refs will not concur.
Gar showing the athleticism there, showing that basketball prowess. Looking like he's slashing down the lane.
One of the best players on that Colerain basketball team and one of the best on the football team. Maybe the best athlete at Colerain.
One of the biggest gains of the night for Colerain.
Still looking for their first down. Deep ball over the middle, and a nice defensive disruption from Bradley, and the flag comes out. I'm not sure if I agree with that one, but
Me neither, Nikos. That looked totally clean to me, and
that looked like just really, really good defense. I thought Bradley played that one perfectly.
I agree. I mean, I think that the Colerain player would have had no problem catching that ball if it weren't for Bradley getting his hand in the way.
And I think what they're going to call there is just the hand that Bradley kind of placed on that Colerain receiver that they're going to call PI. But I don't think there was much of an effect on the play there.
Got to let him play, Nikos. I mean,
First and 10, Colerain.
So there you go. A penalty is something West has struggled with. Maybe not their fault this time, but it will lead to Colerain's first down of the game.
Yep. Bradley been CB1 in the GMC to this point, as you can see here. 4 interceptions.
A nice screenplay out there to
Damari
Dawson.
Damari Dawson.
And that'll get them maybe 1. And it'll be a loss of 1.
-1.
Number 0, DJ Edwards.
DJ Edwards making another great play.
1 yard loss on the play. Ball spotted at the 41. It'll be 2nd down and 11, Colerain.
So 2nd and 11 for the Cardinals. I don't think they'll take the snap here. And that'll bring us down to the first quarter. Pretty long first quarter
At the end of the first quarter
for the Cardinals and the Firebirds here from Cardinal Stadium. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll be back for the final 3 quarters in just a moment here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. And it's intercepted, going the other way for the Firebirds.
Pass intercepted by West.
And I think that was Chris Bradley on the play. 5th of his season here for the Firebirds. What a play. That'll set them up in red zone.
Just he's been a great corner this season. 5 picks in 7 games. I mean, those are pretty good numbers if you ask me.
Been one of the best defenders in the GMC so far.
He gets the pick in right away, split out at wide receiver.
We'll see if he can make back-to-back plays on both sides of the ball. This has been one of the quietest football games I think I've ever been to as a Firebird fan, but nevertheless, Smith will take it himself. He's got room to run up the middle and into the end zone. Kenyon gets 1. Jordan gets 1, and now Smith gets 1 of his own. Touchdown, Firebirds.
Shades of Sam Wiles there, Nikos. Takes it on a read option and untouched for 15, 20 yards into the end zone.
Perfect play call for the Firebirds. He had no one to get him there over the middle of the field. And again, good legs, like you said, looking like Wiles. Perfect play, execution from the Firebirds. And now they'll look to finish this play with a do-before extra point. Looking to stay perfect on the season for him. Already getting a lot of leg work in tonight. Almost blocked, but it's up. And it is good. 24-0 already. Just 18 seconds into the second quarter. West scores again here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So after another Firebird touchdown, West looking to keep the donut on the board for the Colerain Cardinals. And I'll start here with the do before kickoff. Getting tired of saying that one. Kick is up, and it is out the back of the end zone.
Touchback. It'll be 1st and 10.
Feels like deja vu, Nikos, over and over. A do before all season, booting it through the end zone.
If there is any evidence that we're living in a simulation, it is in a do before kick out the back of the end zone and for a touchback. It is like clockwork.
I didn't know you were a conspiracy theorist, Nikos.
We could talk after the game, Dexter. We can talk after the game. But for now, we'll keep it to football. They'll start at the 20. It'll be Roman Gar in the offense again. Coaches were letting them know to wake up. We'll see if they can do it here. They had their first down, but then the interception from Bradley kind of put that one away. So now you kind of wonder, they scored 19 against Oak Hills. Gar played pretty well as he'll fire this one deep down the sideline. Again, targeting Bradley, and that one's caught. Speak of the devil down the sideline. It's Deshaun Flagg Jr. 80-yard touchdown for the Cardinals.
Nothing the Firebirds can do there. It wasn't even bad coverage, but Flagg, he's a great receiver, and Gar, just an absolute dime.
And that's just one-on-one coverage from Chris Bradley. There's no one to beat him. After you beat Bradley, there's no one else. What a play from the Cardinals.
Up for the extra point for Colerain, number 46, Blaine Shivers.
I was just about to say, with as good as Oak Hill's defense is, maybe West is that much better to hold them to 0 so far, but never mind. And it's one of the things I wrote down, Dexter, is as good as West is, Roman Gar is really talented with that deep ball, really similar to Smith in that way, and they needed to contain the deep ball, and they weren't able to do it there.
So, field goal good from the sophomore kicker, Blaine Shirts.
So with a Shirts extra point, it'll be 24-7. A lot of scoring in the last minute. We'll look for some more when we return on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So Blaine Shirts will again get some action, kicking this one off to Norman and Bradley. Bradley been that main guy as the returner for the Firebirds. We'll look to see it here. Always
a little score update from that East Middletown game. East up 3-0. Close game, and that'll be very telling throughout the remainder of the season.
That's going to be a big one to end the year. Two very talented teams. Middletown, they don't want to lose two straight either. Now Bradley gets to return this one. He'll be a happy man after that. He's got room to run. Can he respond? Fighting up the middle. He's got room. Blockers down the sideline. Flag flies. 10-5. Touchdown as it stands. But I think a holding call is going to bring this one back.
There is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the refs decide. Oh, man, what a return from Chris Bradley after the broken coverage.
It's going to be a sideline warning. So the touchdown will
there you go. Chris Bradley, after the broken coverage, comes right out and responds by himself. Special teams again making a huge impact for the Firebirds.
Gets his get back there. Just a great play and great blocks by the Firebirds, and just amazing athleticism from Bradley, returning it about 90 yards for the touchdown.
What an up and down second quarter for Chris Bradley. We are less than a minute in. He's had an interception, allowed an 80-yard touchdown, and has now had, like you said, a 95-yard return to the house. 31-7. We'll take one more step aside and looking for some offense when we return on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So after an explosive second quarter, 45 seconds, and a lot of big plays, 3 touchdowns in 45 seconds. We'll see if we can get some actual play-by-play action from this Cardinal offense. Another back of the end zone kick for Dufour, and again flags fly.
Whoa.
What did you see out there, Dexter?
I'm not totally sure. Looked like Tristan Von Rissen and Bravon Gaffney getting into it with some West players. Von Rissen,
yeah, he looked a little
displeased,
frustrated with the call. I imagine just the excitement of the game got to his head.
So personal foul on the Firebirds.
Oh, and I think the ref might have got it wrong.
Yeah. Personal foul on the Cardinals.
And a lone boo from the sideline.
It's the most noise that we've heard from over here. Well, except maybe for the long bomb touchdown to flag, but.
And then you can't say much better on the other side.
No.
About 3 West Firebird students probably in that student section.
It's a long drive, Nikos.
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal driving out here.
It was much hot. It's nice now, but it was toasty out there in the drive. And then of course the traffic of 275 is not forgiving.
Don't get me started, Nikos.
But hey, we're here and we're having a good time. 31-7. After the personal foul, they'll start it that much farther away. A run up the middle, fighting forward, where he's wrapped up by multiple defenders.
Gain of
Ball carrier for Colerain, number 16.
like 5.
5 more yards. I had a Jersey-themed student section, but you can't really make it out from here with just a couple guys in the crowd.
On the 15, it's 2nd and 5.
On the contrary, Nikos, Colerain student section showed out pretty well. They've got they've got a pretty good group over there. It's your homecoming, I would hope so.
Yeah, they did a pretty good show. And maybe if we were closer to them, we'd be hearing a little bit more noise. You know, kids can usually be a little more rowdy than the parents, but we'll see Gar here on 2nd down and 5. Throw over the middle. Nice catch. And down should be a first down. Nice play by Riley Smith, the junior, to get their second first down of the game.
He is listed as a linebacker, so got guys playing both ways and getting the first down.
And despite, like I said, not a lot of Firebirds showing up, definitely glad we did. It has been very hospitable here. Got to thank all of the administration here from Colerain hooking us up here in the broadcast. Did a great job.
Oh, yeah. Got a great booth.
And Gar goes down. Huge play by Cam Thomas. That's 1 on the total. He's looking for 2.5. We'll see what he does, but that'll push him back and sacks our drive killers.
2nd and
17 from the 15.
17 for Colerain. Long way to go.
And those sacks say kill drives.
Gotta wonder if they're gonna look for flag lined up against Coben Ogletree at the bottom of your screen here.
It'll be a give up the middle to just get some yards, and that's exactly what they'll do.
Looks like Andrew Fryer in on the stop. He was trying to propel himself forward, and Fryer just would not let him break free.
A nice carry there to bring up 3rd down and long. Interesting. Kind of saw a lot more from Carvis Davis so far this year, but tonight it's been the Amir Blair show. A lot of carries to that young man.
Line, 3rd down and 14.
Wonder if Davis might be hurt. Blair only 6 carries coming into today's game.
Kind of hard to tell. Deep ball from Gar. That time he cannot get it to Trey Smith. Bradley kind of looked around like, is that one going to be a penalty too after his nice coverage?
That one probably closer to PI than the one that he got called for earlier, but
even then,
looks like both guys were being physical in that play. So Smith got to run all the way back to about the 3-yard line to punt it away.
Number 11, Chris Bradley.
It's always good when your return man is set up in front of the logo. And that's what we'll see here.
Bradley, got to wonder if he's going to make another play. Just made one a couple minutes ago.
He has had such a good season. He's been such a good pickup for the Firebirds. Came from Moeller, where, of course, everyone there is going to be really talented.
Went here originally and then went over to Moeller. Decided to come back home.
He will not choose to return that hospital ball, and it'll land just in front of the 50-yard line, about the 49. And the Firebirds will take over on offense.
You know, I'm looking for insight to provide, but Firebirds' offense has been pretty flawless.
From the 50-yard line.
I mean, usually earlier in the game said get the run game established. The both of us did, and they've done that. Pass game has looked good, so.
Just remember at Princeton, you kept calling for the short passes to Davis, get him going in the offense, but tonight you don't really have any criticism. They're all flying like Firebirds on all cylinders. We'll see if we jinx them here. They'll do the hard count again. Colerain crowd giving some call-outs for the defense. We'll see if those ones help as well. Bunch formation for the Firebirds.
See Ryan Nicely at wide receiver, bottom of the formation.
Play action to Jordan. They'll fire it to
flag down.
Brogdon. Flag does fly in the backfield. We'll see if that one's holding. I think they just pointed to the Firebirds.
I think it's going to be a roughing call.
Maybe not.
On Tristan Von Rissen.
Flag on the play.
Or it'll be face mask on
West.
On the Firebirds. Roller coaster of emotions. Saw Von Rissen upset. Thought the
kind of freaked
flag
out.
Might be on him.
Freaked out before the call was made.
Penalty, it'll be 15 yards.
Firebirds will march all the way back.
And you talk about a drive killer on the last possession. That is even worse. 1st and 25. A country mile and then some.
We'll see if the game plan's aggressive here. See Brogdon in one-on-one isolated coverage at the top.
Yeah, definitely look for a shot like that from Smith with the deep ball he's got. Or maybe a slant from Jordan. He's been killing it tonight. The hot hand.
Blitzer comes up, overloading the outside.
Off play action. They'll give it to Radical. Xavier Radica down the sideline. 15 and some more. It'll be about gain of 17. And it'll bring up 2nd and medium.
Can call me simple, Nikos, but I love the play action into a throw on the flat to the tight end. Play almost works like a read option, just kind of extended. Can choose to hand it off or just dump it off to the side to your tight end. So from 1st and 25 to 2nd and 6. Got to like those numbers if you're Coach Bolden.
Yeah, Xavier Radica has really gotten some more action this year compared to some prior years, but he's been a huge blocker. Not too many passes in open field, but huge on that line, especially with kind of the inexperience that they've had. Give to Norman up the middle. Norman fights through, can't break the pressure. He'll get maybe 1 or 2.
Talking about Radica, obviously he was stuck behind a pretty talented player, Luka Gilbert, 4-star recruit, down at one of the best programs in the nation in Miami. So that's a pretty big name to be behind, but he's been a big-time contributor his whole time here with the Firebirds.
It really made it feel real when I popped out to watch on my TV the Notre Dame-Miami game, and I was like, oh, shoot, that's Luka Gilbert on my screen.
It's kind of crazy sometimes going to a school like this, and you tune into an Ohio State game, and Ohio State's got 2 starters, one from West, one from East on the O-line.
Yeah.
Shout out Tegra Shabola and Austin Searveld.
Yeah, it's really the leap from high school to college is incredible, and when they can really make it work, it's an impressive look as Colerain takes another timeout this half. On 3rd and 3, this is a big stop for them. So on 3rd and 3, Dexter, where do you want the Firebirds to go? I know you haven't had much criticism tonight, but it is 3rd and 3. What's the look?
I mean, honestly, kind of got whatever you want. Run game's been working. If Coach Bolden feels like it's 4-down territory, could even look for a shot, and then if you're confident in the O-line to get you those last couple yards, can lean on the run game on 4th down. You know I like the short passes. Those curl routes always seem to be open. You can see at the bottom of your screen here, it's Donovan Chambers playing pretty far off of the receiver.
We'll see what they do. They do pass it out to Brogdon, and Brogdon again cannot hold on.
That's his 2nd drop of the day.
Kind of tough night for him. But it looks like it will be 4-down territory. Or do you want to give Kofi Adu for another shot?
I mean, that would be, I think, a little longer. It looks like it would probably
60.
be around 58, 60 yards.
4th down and 3.
I mean, honestly, you're up by a lot. You could really try, but
I mean, we've seen a lot tonight. I wouldn't be shocked from
hard
60
count.
yards.
We'll see if that's just what we've been doing the rest of the game, or if West is only out here to try and get him to jump.
They will take a snap to Norman up the middle. The gutsy call. Norman's got a 1st down. And there you go. They lean on the run game. They do exactly what you said. And it works out. The chains move. I like the 1st down. I do want to start seeing in these blowouts Kofi do before deep range, because when it comes to playoffs, we kind of saw it last year when he missed that game winner against X. You're kind of going to want to be there and be able to hit that as they do the hard count try again. It'd be nice to see some in-game reps from that 50-plus area, 45-plus area.
Absolutely, and you know that State of Ohio record is only in those low 60s. So.
That time Brogdon's got it over the middle, fighting to the line.
That looks into me.
He's got it. Touchdown, Jaden Brogdon. Redemption play for him. That is 38 points for the Firebirds, barring a missed extra point. What a night for the Firebirds. Not even halftime.
Looking like we'll get to see some Wyatt Schroeder action in the 2nd half here.
It's good to see a very mixed group of people getting touchdowns tonight. You saw Norman get the 1st, Jordan get the 2nd, Smith got one, Bradley got one, and now Brogdon got one as well. Kick is up, and it is good. Dubois stays perfect from extra points so far this season. 38-37, 6:20 left when we return on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. 38-37 after the Jaden Brogdon touchdown. And a Dubafor will boot that one into the end zone.
Wow. Maybe I'll join you in your conspiracy theories. Maybe it is a simulation.
And now the more I say it, the more I can't stop thinking about it. But again, we'll try to keep it to football on this broadcast tonight. And we'll start with another 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Kind of talking about earlier, kind of feels like a Madden offense from Colerain. They get some big plays, but just kind of struggle. Their aggression kind of leads to mistakes, but when it works really, really well. That 80-yard touchdown to Flag was incredible. We'll see if they can get some more of that tonight.
Yeah, I don't mind the Madden offense. Remember the Hamilton game, fake punt on your own.
And there you go, over the middle. Nice play to Aaron Jacobs to move the chains close to the 50-yard line. Maybe a miscommunication between Bradley and Cook there. They'll have to work that one out.
Colerain keeps cutting me off with the big plays. So it's like every time I try and talk into a play, they get a big gain.
It kind of just shows how good Roman Gar really is. I mean, we were talking about how West is one of the best defensives from the passing perspective in the entire state of Ohio, but Roman Gar, for the most part, has been chopping it up. Gar, again, outside, can't get that one to fall just as I start to praise him. Now bring up 2nd and 10.
Just led Flag out of bounds a little too far there.
2nd down and 10 on the 50.
I was trying to get that one to Flag again. Wasn't able to convert. West has a tying shoe down at the 40. I think that's Andrew Fryer. Ref has his back, though. So 2nd and 10, they run to the line. Man coverage. Gar looking, fires over the middle, takes a shot, but gets it out. Nice play out there to Aaron Jacobs. Roman Gar is moving the offense.
Aaron Jacobs, 2 big plays this drive.
And
Gar took a big hit.
Big shot on that left sideline.
Looked like he was shaking something out of his helmet, those turf pellets.
You don't want those to get up in your brain. That does not help you as a quarterback. I promise you that. But another 1st down, and Colerain is starting to fly. The Battle of the Birds here tonight. West on top so far. Gar steps up in the pocket. Pressure coming. And he'll just run that one outside. I see Narvis running down. Kind of gives me shades of Vincent Giordano, both running that 44, and they're both absolutely huge. Giordano, of course, now at Bowling Green. We'll see if Narvis can take it to the D1 level as well.
Already gotten some D1 looks. Kentucky, some other teams looking at him. I mean,
2nd down and 6, ball on the 29.
Makes sense to me with that size. 6'6", 268 pounds.
It's all about the measurables at the D1 level. But still able to get a solid gain. 4 yards, so it'll be up 2nd and 6. Gar takes a shot over the middle. Nearly caught a good throw from Gar. Can't get that one to Smith. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Pressure from Narves on that one again. Gar's been standing tall in the pocket, making good throws, but his O-line has just been collapsing around him.
From the 29, 3rd down and
When
6.
it comes to field goal range, you don't really know too much about Blaine Schertz's range, as he has not taken a field goal attempt this season. He is now 6 of 8 on extra points. 5 of 7 coming into this game. But we'll see. Gar trying to get a 1st down. Moon ball to the end zone. Flags fly. And that is going to be pass interference on the defense.
I mean, I don't know what you want him to do. Can't just let him catch the ball. Just good coverage. Can't throw a flag on a guy for being too close. But, you know, ref's closer to the game than I am.
I try to give him the benefit of the doubt at all times. But nevertheless, one way or another, the Cardinals can move the chains again.
Penalties on West, pass interference, 15-yard penalty.
Clock winding down. West does get the ball to start the second half.
Not even the second half yet. All this action, 45 points scored. And we barely halfway through this first half, or second quarter.
Despite the score, I don't think this has really been a terrible game for Colerain at all. They've been able to move the offense, especially on this drive. I mean, scoring 2 touchdowns if they can is good against the Firebirds. Is that one not going to go anywhere? Smith can't get much. And the clock dwindles down below 5.
On the tackle for West, number 44, Jordan Narvaez.
Jordan Narvaez making a tackle. He's everywhere tonight.
Pretty much everyone on this defense has done something or another to impact Roman Gar in the offense.
Talented group, bunch of future D1 players. You got Thomas, Blair, Edwards, more than likely.
Gar rolling out to the pocket. Here comes Narvaez again. Flags fly. He'll get that one out, and it's intercepted by the Firebirds.
There's a flag.
A flag is down for the time being. It is Colin Ogletree, back-to-back weeks for an interception. I think this one
by the Firebirds
might be on.
Well,
we'll see what the refs call.
There's a penalty flag down.
For the signaling a decline from that far line judge.
It was holding on the offense. West possession. Colin Ogletree gets another one to add to his season high. And a nice defensive stop after all the praise we were giving to Gar. Wasn't able to complete the drive.
Kind of an ill-advised throw there. Kind of threw it straight to Ogletree.
And that will come with age. You kind of just have to learn in that situation. Maybe just throw it out of bounds. Don't force anything. Just a sophomore.
Especially down in that, you're in the red zone. You want to get points on that drive. And throw a pick. That's not what you want.
So now they'll have to go 87 yards in 4.5 minutes. We'll see what Smith can do. I imagine if they can put this one away, you might see a little bit more of the backup community come out. Maybe get some Wyatt Schroeder action. The gift to Norman will get about 3 there. And I'll bring up 2nd and long.
Ball carrier for the Firebirds, number 3, Kenyon Norman. Brought down by Colerain's number 23, Orlando Rowland.
And they'll go quick to the line. 2nd and 8 for
2nd and 7 on the 16.
The Firebirds. It'll be Norman behind Smith. They'll motion Jordan. Snap. The give to Norman up the middle again. And that time, Colerain pushes him back.
Ball carrier for the Firebirds, number 3, Kenyon Norman.
That one started by Gavin Colgren, the senior defensive end. Kind of started the push for the Cardinals.
Ali Carter jawing a little bit at the end. Might be a little ill-advised based on the score.
So it'll be 3rd and 4 now. They'll do the hard count for the millionth time this game. That's not something we've seen from the Firebirds a lot this year.
Excuse me, I think that was Colgren, not Carter. Don't mean to throw a stray your way, Ali.
The lights are getting dark here, I gotta say. Smith over the middle. Nice grab by a Radical. Xavier Radica for another first down for the Firebirds.
Xavier Radica.
And Radica, 2 receptions today. Might be a season high in a game. West likes to use the tight ends in the blocking game more than the passing game, but Xavier's made some big plays through the air today.
Hey, he's been able to open up the middle of the field for Jackson Smith in the offense. Well, so Smith will take the hard count and take signs from Schroeder and Coach. Norman to his left. 4 wide for the Birds. Snap, looking, 4-man rush, fires, caught, Brogdon. That one time he holds it in, and he gets another first down. Or at least close to it.
Holds on that time, bouncing back from the drops the first couple targets he had. Ollie Carter makes the play on that one.
Firebirds.
West takes the hard count again on 1st and 10. You like that man coverage down at the bottom of your screen. LeBron Lumpkins guarded by Donovan Chambers, likely their best corner. They'll motion out Norman. They'll set up the screen to Norman. Norman has room to run to the 40, the 30, blazing down the sideline. No one to beat, and he is into the end zone. They had 5.5 to go, and they only needed about 3.5. Touchdown, Firebirds. Norman's second of the night.
Just a great run down the sideline. Haven't seen that out of Norman a lot this season. So, pending the Kofi Adubafor extra point, that'll make it 45-7. Just a little score update on the Moeller-Elder game. Moeller currently down 7-9 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
GCL ball is terrifying to say the least. We're probably going to be having a lot of score updates when it's 45-7. It's out of many. You see East is currently at halftime. I think they're down to Middletown 3-7. And the extra point is good. So 45-7 is your score. A minute 30 to go. We'll see if Gar and the offense can get anything rolling offensively when we return here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So 45-7 now is the score for the Firebirds. They are looking real good against Colerain, who is coming off their first win in a very long time. And that time, the matrix is broken. It's a glitch. It'll be a return for the Cardinals. Not going to get much, maybe 19 yards there for Deshaun Flagg, who scored the lone touchdown this season.
On the tackle for West.
The big tackle by
Hamilton.
Cruz Hamilton.
Absolutely juiced after that tackle. He was pumped. I would be too. Laid a pretty big hit.
On the 20 for the Cardinals.
So, 2-minute drill for the Cardinals. See if they can put some points up. They've been making, big plays here and there. Got Flagg one-on-one at the bottom of the formation with Bradley. Made a big play earlier in the game in this same look. Bradley pressed up, but they'll hand off.
And I don't think we're going to see a 2-minute drill here. I think we're going to see a minute 22 clock rundown with the first play being a run. Can't blame him with just one timeout left in the first half and just one touchdown on the board to West, 45 points.
2nd and 9 on the 21.
A very good half for the Firebirds. A couple of mistakes.
On pace to win 90-14. Don't think we'll see that, but
yeah, I mean, if you go by a simple linear expression,
you
what should go by that as. I gotta think. Yeah, I mean, you gotta think. Quantitative reasoning teacher Miss Wood for that one. They're just been working with real world applications with that, but
hey, you said it was football only on this broadcast, but you're bringing in the algebra.
I got a lot of homework to do tonight, Dexter. I got a lot to do.
Nikos. We're not going to be home until 11. What are we doing?
Yeah, you're right. That'll be a Sunday night Nikos problem.
Got to get it done in Nexus and XH. Come on now.
Yeah. So Gar will take the snap. He'll roll out. Pressure coming from Narvis again. Still looking. Fires over the middle. Nearly intercepted.
Picked.
And then almost caught by Tariq Evans, but it will hit the pavement. And it'll be 25 seconds left, and maybe West can score again.
So it'll be Smith out to punt again. I heard that plenty today. 25 seconds remaining. We'll see if the Firebirds try and put up a 50 burger before halftime.
If I know Chris Bradley, I know that is all he's thinking about. And delayed flags from the refs. And they're pointing at West. I don't think that's going to change much here other than field position. Make it that much harder to get the 50 burger. But they still do have 2 timeouts. I would like, forget the 50 burger, I'd like to see a 50-plus yard field goal attempt from Kofi.
Hey, don't mind it, you know. Look later in the season, maybe we're in a close playoff game with Elders, St. X, or maybe a rematch against Princeton, need a game-winning field goal. You want Kofi to feel confident if he's kicking it from that 50-yard range.
So there you go. Punt is up to Bradley, and he'll return that, bobbles it, picks it back up, and he'll run backwards. Not sure about that one. Flags fly. I think that might be a face mask. And things get a little tense between Colin Ogletree and 23 on Colerain for Lando Roland. Flags fly. I think that one was prior to that little interaction. We'll see what the call is. A face mask would be huge.
It would. Puts Firebirds in field goal range.
With 10 seconds left, and it will be. A 15-yard penalty puts them that much closer. But with 10 seconds left, this will be tough. What is the line to get between a Hail Mary and a kick for,
I mean, right now
Kofi?
you're looking at probably a 62-yarder somewhere in that range.
I mean,
you know, if
he
you
can
could
hit
get
it.
a run, he could probably hit it from there.
We saw him in warm-ups versus X in week 1 hit it from 62, so we know it's possible. In-game pressure is different. Smith will roll out.
Looking for a deep shot.
He's got Brogdon, and again, he can't hold on.
Pass was a little low there.
So now you have to make the decision. Do you send one deep, or will they bring a do-before out? They look like they're going to hold a do-before back.
You know, I want to see Kofi try and
I think we all do.
But they'll keep Jackson Smith and the O out there. So got about 45 yards to the end zone.
They might maybe they'll call a tee to think about it, but no, it looks like they'll run the play.
Not sure if we'll see a deep shot.
Or just a run.
Looks like it will be.
Pressure comes.
Smith
He's just going to take it himself. And he'll take it to about the 30, and the first half is over. A long one. Hour and 17 first half. We'll return for the final 24 minutes, but go to the bathroom, get a bite to eat, get a drink of water, whatever you have to do, but make sure you are back for the final 24 minutes of action of Firebird football here at Colerain Stadium. Stick around for when we return here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So just as we prepare for second half action here from Cardinal Stadium, Dexter, for those who might have missed the first half and they see the score 45-7, what went wrong for the Colerain Cardinals?
Nikos, last time coming back from the half that you and I were commentating together, I asked for a pen and paper to tell you what was wrong about West. This time I need it for the other team. I need it for Colerain. The defense has really struggled. The offense, the scoreboard doesn't tell you, but they've looked pretty all right.
Especially through the air. Roman Gar has not done a terrible job. He's gotten some offense moving.
Absolutely. He's been great tonight. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. Colerain has the best offense they've had in a long time. Just need to get Gar some better protection when he drops back to pass.
We'll see if they can do a little better in this second half. A low flyer first kickoff for Shirts. It'll be returned by Lumpkins. Lumpkins has room and big hit.
Boomed.
Colerain's number 27, Ladell Johnson, lays out Lumpkins, but
by Cardinals number 27.
doesn't look too good as you see the running clock. So this is going to be a quick half.
Great return there by Lumpkins. Paid the price at the end, up at the 41-yard line.
That was a huge hit from Ladell Johnson, but on the sideline, he is in immense pain. His hand is not in the best state, and I'll leave it at that. And now we'll see Lakota West come out with the new look, Owen Herring in at quarterback. We thought we might see some Wyatt Schroeder playing time, but I guess he'll skip right to the third string. Herring, he'll set up this offense. It'll be a take himself in, a big defensive play. Nice tackle by Fernando Roland. Read that one like a playbook.
Also seeing Judah Blair at running back. 4-star outside linebacker. He did play running back when he was a little younger. See if he can bring back some of that magic from when he used to play running back.
So now it's 2nd and 17. Herring tried to take that one himself, but did not go to plan. Well, a lot of new looks for the Firebirds in this second half.
Nick Huggins on the motion across.
Herring over the middle.
Strike.
Nice catch from Nicely. He's made some plays, and there's another one. Nicely into Cardinal territory and inside the 40-yard line. That's his second catch of the season and another big one.
Strike from Herring there.
41-yard line, 1st and 10 West.
To Nicely. Nicely, only a couple catches on the season, but they've been impact plays. Had a touchdown in the Hamilton game earlier this season.
A really good strike from Wyatt Schroeder to Ryan Nicely, and that one is a perfect throw and a perfect catch. And another great catch from Nicely, and another good throw from Herring. That time, Blair will shake the first tackler. He's got room to run. A lot of green. And again, about the same spot, Kenyon Norman slipped in. But still a great gain. And another first down for the Firebirds.
Maybe a little issue in the turf there.
They might want to check that one out.
From the 17-yard line, 1st and 10.
I don't know if they want to. It's been benefiting them so far.
Colerain, you kind of hoped, if you're a fan, they would come out with some new energy in the second half, but I don't think you've seen it here. They look defeated. So Herring in the offense already down to the 17-yard line in Cardinal territory. Blair behind and play clock winding down. Snap. The gift takes it himself, actually. A nice fake from Herring, but
and there's a flag.
Flag comes out.
A horse collar tackle.
It was a good tackle by Damari Dawson, but it's not going to matter as that's going to be another first down.
Colin Colerain, personal foul, horse collar.
So the horse collar tackle would have been a good play for Colerain, but instead results in another first down.
It'll be 1st and goal. Ball on the 8.
So 1st and 10, or I guess 1st and 8, excuse me, from the 8. Seen nicely on that left side. That's how we got his first touchdown. Blazing across the field. We'll see if he can do it again here. Lumpkins and Huggins to his right. Herring. The gift to Blair, and Blair fights forward to about the 6. And I think a Cardinal player is down. But
It's going to
kind of limp around. Not sure if that's out of frustration or injury. Looks like a hamstring injury.
I think that might be Sivad Davis.
I think that's Dawson, player who made that big play earlier, number 4. He'll limp off the field. So 2nd and 4 for the Firebirds, 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal from the 4.
And they'll reset the play clock after the injury walk-off.
So 2nd and goal.
Again, watch Ryan nicely, one-on-one coverage on the outside. We'll see if he can beat him on a potential slant.
QB keeper.
Herring will take it himself. Tries to get to that outside. Dives to the pylon. And I think
short.
he's short about the
16,
foot line. Maybe not even a yard shy of the touchdown. It's now on 3rd and 1.
Ball on the 1.
You have a tough decision to make here on whether you make a pass or run or take it yourself.
QB keeper almost got it there. We'll see if they stick with that or maybe a quick pass to Nicely or hand off to Blair.
And they'll give it to Blair.
Blair in as the backup running back due to an injury to the regular backup, Jimmy Green.
Colerain gets a stop, but a flag comes out.
4th and goal.
Personal foul.
There's a flag on the play.
On the offense, so I guess that should.
Personal foul on the Firebirds.
Not sure where that came from. Didn't see it.
I didn't see much either. Looked like a pretty regular play to me. And you see the clock already under 6 to go in the 3rd. And the kicking unit comes on. It'll be a Dubafor.
It'll be 4th and goal from the 16.
It'll be a 2nd field goal try of the night. Again, not quite pushing it on the range, but
number 17, Kofi Dubafor.
Don't want to call anything too easy.
33-yarder.
So on 4th and 16, Dubafor will put it up high. Snap. Kick is barely up. And it's barely good, but good nonetheless. 48-7 is your score. Clock at 4:45 when we return here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. So 48-7 is your score with a running clock. This one should be wrapped up that much easier. Dubafor will call his kick, and he'll boot that one once again into the back of the end zone.
Touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 Cardinals from the 20.
We'll see if This game is likely out of reach, but we'll see if Gar and the offense can get any more points on the board before this one ends.
41-point deficit. Not very in reach with the running clock, but you know, play for pride a little bit. Their offense, like I was saying at the beginning of the half, really has had a solid showing, but
just couldn't finish the job on a lot of their drives. They had a nice couple of drives, but outside of that deep ball, they haven't had much. They'll motion across a receiver, and they'll get him out to him.
Wide open
shot! Colerain down the sideline. Nice play by number 10, Aaron Jacobs, the sophomore. He has had one heck of a night.
He's tackled by Coben Ogletree.
Coben and Colin, birthday buddies today. The twins sharing their birthday. Colin getting a birthday interception tonight.
See how the backup defense can withstand.
Snap from Gar. Looking. Line hold till taking himself
Eric Nelson
out the outside. Pursuing. And he'll get a first down. He'll run that one out of bounds. Good decision making from Roman Gar.
Number 39, Eric Nelson. From the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, Colerain.
First down for the Cardinals. Pushes this one to the 41-yard line.
You can see a lot of the Firebird backups getting reps here. See Adrian Trujillo, Jaden Marlowe, Jabril Hartford, Eric Nelson making a play on that one. Chasing Gar out of bounds. So, love to see the backups getting some reps.
Motion across Jacobs, and Gar can't go anywhere. A nice sack right there by Eric Nelson, again making a big play.
You know, he's not the biggest guy, but he's fast and he's got a lot of heart. Only 5'8", 157, but he makes plays when he's on the field.
Punch. Another big play from the Firebird defense. Roman Gar has not had the best protection tonight, but I think he's done a pretty solid job of getting out of it. Taking a lot of big hits, but he's also delivered a few good throws as well. Now motion across. Evans fires it out to Aaron Jacobs again. Another nice catch from him. He's having a great night.
Feels like he's making every play. Tackled by Benji Comest.
From the 33, we have 3rd down and 4.
Of course, Trey Smith and Flags have been the top dogs this year, with Evans kind of there as well. But Jacobs, the 4th receiver on this depth chart, has made some huge plays tonight. Gar steps up in the pocket, going to try to take it himself, and he's wrapped up from behind. Nice play by 25 of the Firebirds, Benji Cornish, again making a big play.
Benji Cornish.
Still got the first down from Gar, though. So a good play for them nonetheless. First and 10 for Roman Gar. Another empty set. He's had plenty of those tonight. Throw outside to Smith. Smith wrapped up. Firebirds are there.
Complete pass for the Cardinals to number 1, Trey Smith.
Bunch of Firebirds.
Nelson again hyped up after that one. He's been everywhere tonight.
Harlow and Medley also in on that one. So it'll be 2nd down when we come back for the 4th quarter here at Lakota West Student Broadcasting.
So they'll set up on the other side of the field. Gar, shotgun throw out to the outside. Nice catch and run for the Colerain Cardinals. Pushing it out of bounds is Deshaun Flagg.
Deshaun Flagg Jr.
Nice catch and run from him.
Number 31 on the tackle for West.
Gabe Johnson and
Jabril Hartford.
Trujillo were in on that play, as well as Jabril Hartford.
It'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Firebirds to move the chains. Roman Gar steps up in the pocket, rolling out, looking around, and he'll just throw that one out of bounds. He looked like he had number 10, Aaron Jacobs, to run upfield, but he did not make the route to keep moving forward. Kind of left Gar alone there.
Gar made the right decision there, throwing it away earlier in the game. That same spot, same play kind of saw him throw an interception. So learning from his mistakes there. That's what it takes to be a good quarterback. Experience. You know, you see it in college a lot. These guys that play a lot are always seeming to be making the plays. Dylan Gabriel in college for a very long time. Will Howard, guys like that. Experience is key.
Yeah, and Roman Gar, again, like I mentioned, just a sophomore, and the level he's playing is really good.
He's
and
sacked that
as
time.
I say that, he can't escape. Firebirds are there.
It's Jabril Hartford, little brother of West legend Malik Hartford.
Jabril Hartford.
Yeah, it's almost like these backup Firebird defenders are making more plays than the starters did in that first half.
Hey, they're fired up. They want, you know, playing time in the big games, not just when we're blowing out Colerain by 40.
41-point deficit, and now it is 3rd and 18 for Roman Gar. Pressure coming. Fires over the middle. Nice catch by Flagg. He fights forward.
Complete pass for the Cardinals to number 14.
That's close to the line to go.
And they will
give it
the
to
chains.
Tackle for West, number 39, Eric Nelson.
I think that was Hartford on the coverage. Tried to tap that one away. It was just barely short.
Not bad coverage,
Yeah.
just a perfect throw from Gar.
Him and Deshaun Flagg have really grown a connection in that quarterback-receiver duo.
Flagg has been one of the GMC's best receivers this season.
Him and Trey Smith have really formed quite the duo. Direct snap to Gar. He'll take it himself up the middle. Not much there. 2nd and goal.
Roman Gar, the ball keeper.
Under 9 to roll in this 4th quarter.
On the tackle
Tell you
for
what,
West,
Nikos, this
number
running
45,
clock's
David
making a
Barlow.
difference. First half felt like it was dragging along, and
2nd and goal
we're already
for the Cardinals.
almost a third of the way done with the 4th quarter here.
So
It's coming.
Gar
And
cannot
he's brought
escape.
down.
Roman
And
Gar,
again, he is
the
taking
goalkeeper.
a lot of hits here.
That's Benji Cornist.
Another
Represented by
score
West,
update.
number 28.
East is in
Brandon
peril,
Murphy.
21-6 right now. Middletown looking strong.
3rd and goal, ball at the 10.
Tough night to be an East Thunderhawk fan. A lot of big games tonight. Not so much this one, but other ones. Gar has time. Pressure coming, rolling to his right. Fires into the end zone. Chucks up a
Nothing.
prayer, and
Incomplete
prayer
pass
is
for the
not
Cardinals
answered.
intended
Tariq
for
Evans
number 5,
can't get
Tariq
there.
Evans.
And now it is 4th and 10.
On the
See
coverage
if
for West, number 38.
they're going to
Gabe
give Shirts
Johnson.
a chance for a field goal his first of the season, or if they'll keep the offense out there. You know, I know you're down big. In theory, you need touchdowns to get back in the game, but I think that's out of reach. I'd give my my young kicker some reps, but they'll keep Gar out there with the offense. Can see Flagg at the bottom of the screen.
Gar to
Crosses
the end
middle.
zone. And
Nothing.
incomplete. They look for a flag, and none will come.
Passing complete for the
They'll turn over
Cardinals.
the ball. A score update in Fairfield. Fairfield has just been tied up by Mason. It is 7-up in the fourth.
Number 25, Benji Cornish.
That is a big game there. Two teams kind of on the come up, trying to plant their mark in the GMC. Fairfield, of course, with that big upset versus West. And Mason, again, has had some very competitive matches against a lot of good teams. They have had quite the slate of games to start the season.
GMC, a lot of parity this year, not something we usually see out of the conference. It's almost always West and Princeton at the top, which I still think it is, but, you know, West already 2 conference losses, more than they have pretty much ever in the Bolden era. Fumble.
Firebirds pick that up.
Whoa.
It'll be thrown backwards.
On the carry for West, number 4.
All love from Colerain.
Kamani Smith on the carry. He got
the big tackle
after the whistle, but
the big tackle from Savad Davis, but he'll give him a head tap, let him know. There's a lot of love between them.
5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
So Firebirds in danger of being in territory for a safety.
Yeah, if you're on offense, that's the goal. Is just get it out of safety range. And now we'll see it's White Schroeder out there. So they'll give Herring a shot. He gets him a field goal. I'll see what Schroeder can do on 2nd and 15. He'll take it himself. He's got room to run. And he'll be thrown out of bounds. Big hit by number 2, Donovan Chambers. He'll get some yards there.
Tackled out of bounds by Cardinals, number 2.
So it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Firebirds. Crying babies in the Colerain stands. It's an ugly scene here if you're a Colerain fan.
It is. I mean, it just says it's an allegory. It shows what being a Colerain fan can do to you. So on 3rd and 11, we'll see what Schroeder and the offense can do. Play clock ticks under 5. He does a quick check to it. They'll do a quick give up the middle. That one will not go anywhere, and it'll bring up 4th down. It was a give to
on the carry for the
88, Corinthian Fields.
Corinthian Fields, brought down by Cardinals, number 8, Gavin Coleman.
So the punting unit comes out, and I think that'll be Liam Feeney out to punt, their first punt of the night. Normally in these type of situations, you see Kofi Dufour, and then you see Liam in those, shorter, pin him deep, or pin him back, I should say, type of situations. But we'll see what Liam Feeney can do.
Earlier in warm-ups, did see that Feeney was the only one taking punting reps. So maybe Coach Bolden trying to transition to Feeney being the full-time punter. We'll see the distance he can get, and it's snapped over his head and out of the end zone. So that'll be a safety. Add 2 to the tally for the Cardinals.
2 points for Colerain.
That's one way to get some points on the board.
So with 4 minutes and
not sure who the long snapper was on that one, but
interestingly, that is their second safety of the game. As you see some Firebird players getting hyped on the sideline. You see Colin there. All of the guys down there on the field. I think they think we can hear them, but unfortunately we cannot. Well, I'm sure they're saying some real insightful things. We'll maybe have to catch up with some of them afterwards. But now we'll see the safety punt. Remember, after a safety, they punt it back instead of a regular kickoff. And we'll see Kofi to do that one.
I'm no professional lip reader, but I think that we might have gotten trouble from Mr. Lehman if we could hear what they were saying.
But nevertheless, we'll see what the Firebirds can do. They'll kick this one from the 20.
Kicking out for West will be number 17, Go 5.
There's a reason we are the only ones mic'd up as well as our crowd mic, but try to keep the voices to a minimum.
Sometimes that crowd mic is a little profane too.
We do our best, but can't control everything. A huge boot from Kofi Adubafor.
Way higher than normal, but not as far.
He was kicking it from the 20,
Yeah.
so
On the return for
there's
Colerain,
that.
number
But
1, Trey Smith.
pretty good hits. And again, more energy from Eric Nelson. He's been a team guy tonight, been getting his squad hype. We're ticking closer to the end of this game.
First and 10, Colerain.
Just 3.5 to go in this game. I see Coach Bolden proud of his squad. Of course, the big dog at Colerain for so many years led them to a lot of wins and has kind of done the same thing. He's really revitalized 2 of these programs. Came to Colerain, made his presence known, and then came to West and turned it around here. Pressure coming. Gar gets it out to Flag. Flag fights forward to the 39.
Number 14, Deshaun Flag.
Down by a
second and
brigade
2.
of Firebirds,
Tackle for West, number 32,
led by
Adrian
Carson
Killian.
Jordan, younger brother of Mello Jordan, made the touchdown catch earlier in the game.
Fans, here's some final scores for you. Whitney Woods 19, Loveland 10. Elder has beaten Moeller 24.
And we just got a score update here at the stadium. Elder has beat Moeller. That is interesting. Another drop from Colerain from Trey Smith. Be third and short, but wow. The big dogs, Moeller, cannot hold on to their winning streak against Elder.
See an injury of a Colerain player. That's 77 Jordan Gully, the 6'1" junior offensive lineman. Hope he's all right. Holding his collarbone area. That's never something you want to see.
Gar trying to run around, find something. Flags fly.
Penalty flags down.
Eventually brought down for a sack. Not sure who.
You saw the big play by Ricardo Frigozo.
Roman guard
Making a big play, but there is a flag.
On the tackle for West,
And
number
I
39,
think that one's going to be on
Eric Nelson.
the Firebirds. Or I guess it was declined by the Firebirds, excuse me. So it'll be fourth and medium for the Cardinals. And they'll go ahead and go for it with 1:15 to go.
Nothing to lose.
Gar looking, pressure coming, and he goes down, and that will
Who
do
but
it.
Eric Nelson?
Eric Nelson, what a night he's had tonight. He has made his presence known.
West, number 39, Eric Nelson.
And with less than a minute to go, West will just need 1 kneel down.
Only a sophomore. You get 2 more years of those great plays from Eric Nelson.
Turnover on downs, it'll be first and 10.
He's been everywhere.
Ball spotted on the
Running
first.
around,
Absolutely, this
making
whole
plays.
second half, he's been darting around making plays.
West kind of had a shaky stretch of game the last few games, but they look to be back on track against Colerain.
To your right immediately and exit the campus. Thank you.
Looking ahead to finish this season, they'll go ahead and head to Sycamore next week. That should be a W. Seeing how this game went and how last week went between Colerain and Sycamore. Then you have Oak Hills, the good defense, and then East. So it's kind of like level after level after level for all of them.
Wyatt Schroeder, goalkeeper for West.
And after East, it'll be playoffs. So we'll let that one tick down thanks to Wyatt Schroeder's kneel down. A lot of different guys got action tonight. They won't even wait for it to hit 0. Everyone comes on. We thank you for tuning in to this matchup. We appreciate all the viewers who pulled up for this Firebird action here at Colerain Stadium, the Battle of the Birds.
That is the
The
end of
clock
the
hits
game.
0.
The final score, Lakota West 48.
Hope
Colerain
everyone
9.
has a great night, and we'll
Again,
see you next week
congratulations to our
for some
homecoming
more
king and
action.
queen tonight for homecoming night. Wishing you a
Congratulations to the
pleasant
Firebirds.
evening. A safe drive home and a fun
48-40,
weekend.
excuse me,
Good night.
48-9 is your total score, final score here from Cardinal Stadium. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.